They'll be calling you a radical. We have so much to talk about, a lot of information in this video. Number one, first and foremost, the death of the young Butler athlete. What a run they went on, that little teeny school. Final Four, 2 years old national championship. I want to talk about this. He died of non-Hoskins lymphoma. He didn't have it very long. Non-Hoskins lymphoma, AML leukemia, evil twin cousins. We know factually there's only one known cause. Exposure to nuclear fallout. Exposure to benzene. When you get AML leukemia, you get non-Hoskins, you fill out a government pamphlet about that big. Every single question's about your exposure and your parents' exposure. They know. Now, why him? He was playing in Lithuania. Athletes, we know athletes are training so hard and they're doing everything, you know, trying to freaking, I mean, they're at the top of the game. Outside the lines did that beautiful piece. Why are all the marquee athletes signed? Let's see, they train in Moab, they swim in the Pacific Ocean. You know, he's playing in Lithuania. We know that Lithuania, Chernobyl, right there, not only Chernobyl, we have on video 2 malicious nuclear dumps blown up 2 years ago and a year ago. We know that the Soviet Union, the old Soviet, just dumped all over Lithuania. We know it's one of the most nuclear contaminated places on the earth. Now, why him and not his other teammates? Well, most likely his mother or his father was exposed somewhere along the line. His father before he was conceived, most likely. Or his mom during pregnancy. Or something, you know, possibly even he ate. You know, it doesn't take much to say, you know, or even he was exposed. So my guess, his father or his mother, before he was even conceived, or why she was pregnant. It's bioaccumulative. We know this. It's all factual detail. It's very heartbreaking and very sad. 25-year-old, healthy, incredible marquee athletes, beautiful people like that should never die of this. I mean, we know non-Hoskins lymphoma and AML are evil twin cousins. They're horrible, and they talk about, oh, he died of liver cancer, he died of breast cancer, whatever. 90% of that stuff is AML, and once it gets to your liver, that's where it finally goes. Then they list it as death as liver cancer. When it's everywhere, you can survive till it gets you in your liver. You can survive till it gets your brain. You can survive. It was in my lymph nodes. You know, I got a miracle. But also, Davos, Switzerland, where all the elites, their economic summit. You know about that economic summit. If you know nothing about Switzerland, Geneva, oh, I got chased out of there. And my family comes from there. My bloodlines are Swiss, my mother's family. They never invite governors, people of states. Why is the governor of Fukushima going this year? Ah, the globalist freaking rats have gone crazy. Now, as I've been saying the whole time, you guys can laugh at all you want. When I first come up with the theory on Fuktonium, a new element, like plutonium, oh, it's like Hulk Hogan. By the way, Lou Ferrigno lives near Diablo Canyon. You can't make it up. Oh, how was the Hulk created? It's just a fairy tale. No, it's not a fairy. Plutonium is very real. As I said there, why is this not the #1 story on CBS, NBC, ABC? Oh, it is now. Just like in Kazakhstan, oh, the antelope dropped dead. Oh, it's just global warming. No, a gradual glowing in the earth is not going to suddenly have half of the Earth's population of a certain species by the tens of thousands just drop dead, which is happening. That's called acute, just like a cancer. Acute. This is not chronic. Yeah, the earth heating up, definitely chronic. Let's see, we boil the earth's water. I want you to take your pan, put it on the stove. I want you to boil it. They boil all the earth's water over and over and over. Look up at the top of that reactor. You know what the temperature of that water, steam coming out, which is just water taking a new form. See how much it turns to steam. It's not magic, it's uranium mines, but it's the greatest cash cow. These are all cash cows. It's just like once you turn on a cash cow, how do you, beware of the military-industrialized complex, all these pork projects, everything they turn out, the police force, all of them, how do you turn them off? Beware of the military, it's not a cliche. They turned on the Manhattan Project, and Bezos comes out, that dirty rat, and you know, he bought the Washington Post, and now it says, oh, the animals are acutely dying, blah, 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 must be, let's remember how, look up Bezos, where his money came from. Yeah, his father, Los Alamos. That's right, look it up. They turned on the faucet, they never, look how, his father, a nuclear physicist there. Look how older his mom was. His father was a pedophile. Nuclear physicist having sex with a 14, oh yeah, look it up. Look at his real name. Does it, all roads lead. Look, it's the greatest cash cow. It's bigger than any cash cow in human, even bigger than Wall Street, bigger than any of it. And I'll tell you why, because it has all the power of the United States Congress. 1953, they passed Price-Anderson. They folded it into the war machine, so every bill that comes through, just more and more. Look up the subsidies to nuclear. We don't use it. It's so outdated. It's such a joke. But now we have all the waste stored all over. It's a catastrophe and it's killing us all. It is cancer. It is autism. It is multiple sclerosis. It is birth defects. It is all this. It is Fukushima disease. We don't know what it is. Scientists peer review. They're going back and forth saying we don't know what it is. How we don't? Because this is all that academia. I just had a conversation with one of our biologists. How? Because look, what do? It's all peer review. They don't do any field work anymore. You get a PhD. It used to be you used to have to do 3 years of field work, something new. They don't do field work anymore. It's all peer review. So all they're doing is regurgitating stuff over and over and over and over. So mystery disease, scientists are baffled, scientists are mystified, scientists are puzzled, scientists are stumped. No, scientists are chumped. Scientists are not puzzled. They're muzzled with their own golden muzzle. They got no integrity. It's all about the money. Free money. They don't work free money. They don't do any field work. None of them. I did the field work. My PhD, right down to my own leukemia. It's going to give you leukemia. It's going to got AML leukemia. In a bone marrow transplant, I'm still in the fight. I feel better today. I've had some setbacks, you know. I'm doing better, I think. I don't know. I refuse to have any more bone marrow biopsies. I can't handle them anymore. I made that decision. My goal in life is to never have bone, you know, and we're way too afraid to CAT scan or CT scan me anymore. So we walk through the blood works, and they're very good, but they don't tell the tale. You know, a lot of things going on. So, but I feel better. I think I had tremendous blues and bleed, and I'm on an incredible alternative diet. I'm on an alternative path, you know. So, but, you know, we got to legalize, as I said, up there in Alaska, I'm the first one to report, well, Channel 11's the first one to report it in this, you know, retired marine. Don't you love it? You got all these marine biologists, you got all these government agencies, you got thousands and hundreds of thousands, they don't do anything. Do your fucking job. I mean, come on, you get paid by the United States taxpayer. Oh, I don't work for the, yes, you do work for the Fed. The taxpayer pays you just like police. Taxpayer pays you. Firemen, the taxpayer, they're not heroes. Do your fucking job, marine biologists. Do your job, the fucking, you know. Granted legislation, so not only do they have the power of Price-Anderson, the Congressional Act, they also have the UN. Now, how do they have the UN? The i.a.e.a., which is as big as the UN. I protest there. I've been there many times protesting the UN. That's what I use the funding for all my travel. I'll be in New York soon. Got a lot of activism. We're going to take freaking Indian Point down before it takes Manhattan down. You know, we have plenty of energy source. We don't need new energy. We have plenty of energy. Solar's on. Oh, we can't store it. Yes, it can. And all the solar sites are in the Mojave. It doesn't freeze in the Mojave. We have it. It's already been done. Technology race forward. You've blocked down. People have saved. They changed their light bulbs. They've freaking changed their furnaces out. They've changed everything out. They're consuming so much less. Solar panels everywhere, but states are blocking it because politicians are corrupt. Sickening corrupt. Church leaders are corrupt. Sick. Olstein making 33. And nonprofits are corrupt. All these people are making hundreds of millions of dollars. Greenpeace corrupt. Sierra Club corrupt. Because that's what money does when you're talking those kinds of sums of money. Now, granted, I have to raise freaking money to do what I do, and I appreciate everybody that supported me because we're a team effort. I'm just the vehicle. You know, you guys give me the money and, you know, I do the work, and I'm not afraid to do the work, and I know the rules, and, you know, I'm not going to let them intimidate me. I refuse. I will ferociously intimidate. I will not be intimidated. I know my rights, and I'm going to follow my rights. I'm trying to save you. Police, firemen, the i.a.e.a., the Manhattan. I'm trying to save you. I don't want you to get cancer and die. This is sad this young guy went. But I want to say this. I've seen this over and over and over. People start blogs, they start vlogs, and I've started many people on their vlogs in our hospital. The one component they refuse to tackle. I'm serious. A big part of my survival, a big part of anybody's survival is fight the fuckers that give it to you. Thus, post-ignorance. If you understand who gave it to you, the nuclear industry gave you cancer. Look, the i.a.e.a. has veto power over the UN. I know for a fact the lies of Chernobyl, which all they did is take the decimal. I know people that worked on that study said 4.4 million in the early days, and they didn't like it. So the IA just changed the number. Fukushima mayor, the economic summit, Davos, Switzerland, CNBC, Jack Welch still on CNBC crying that he's the victim. He's so old. I mean, these people are sick. Icon, they're the victims. There's so much billions they've looted from the United States tax, and they're still the victim. Oh my God, these people are insane, but we go along. They have veto power, so they lie. So the price of lying to cover up Chernobyl cost this young man his life. Understand who gave it to you. It's not just the nuclear industry that gave it to you. And the people, it's the media that goes along with it. It's a softball. Scientists are puzzled. Scientists are muzzled. Scientists are freaking baffled. Scientists are chumps. They're not scientists. They're fake pieces of fucking dog shit. Should do the all fucking right thing. Fucking commit Harry Carey. I told you what it was. It's Fukushima. Of course, Oh, we don't know. We've never seen it before. Yeah, we've never seen these times before. We knew that nuclear was going to catch up with us one day. And even without Fukushima, but then Fukushima happened, 3/11/11, the greatest ecological catastrophe. It's not fixed, it's not cured because it's uncurable, it's unfixable. d.o.e, their answer, just like Barack Obama's answer, just raise the legal limits on your children, raise the legal fucking limits. That's their answer. He don't care. None of them care. The media goes along, NBC, CBS, Mr. Disease, scientists are fucking baffled, global warming, no, gradual global warming, which this has been, and it's unarguable, does not create cute situation where all the antelope drop dead, all the whales beach themselves, all the fucking mures dead. No, they're starving to death. And as far as antelope in Kazakhstan, that's where all the nuclear waste is stored. Here in Utah, they're trying to bring it in. I'm the only one fighting it. They're trying to bring all of it here. But, you know, people go against me here. I'm up against her. The media hates me. The police hate me. Everybody hates my guts because I'm fighting for them. I don't want their children to die. I don't want them to die like this guy. You know, I don't care, you know, but attorneys have a great old saying. No good deed goes unpunished, huh? Well, I've been punished enough. You know, I'm tired of being punished. You know, I'm gonna fight. Very fucking sad. These fucking scientists fucking should. How do you fucking sleep at night? Any of you? How do you look yourselves in the fucking mirror, you liar, potato chip banana pieces of fuck? You've done no study. You rigor to say, oh, you have access? It's not true because Ken says nobody's studying. The Navy is, and the Navy's told to stand down by the Commander-in-Chief. John Holdren's the Commander-in-Chief. Cal Berkeley, MIT. So GE, get this. GE's relocated to Boston. Why Boston? They're circling the fucking wagons. Why? MIT Media Lab's there. Harvard. Where do you think fucking Abe come over here? Abe, the ex-prime minister told me right to my face. The CIA made me do it, Kevin. Told me right to my face. I have witnesses. He comes over, sneak at Harvard, a private institution which isn't really private. They just say they're private, and they fund. It's been proven 80% is all funded by the taxpayer. They hide the emails. Aaron Swartz knew that, so they killed him. New York Times, I'll release your emails. So they're circling the wagons. Why? Because the USS Reagan versus GE case has been opened up. They're dragged their feet. They're liquidating. They're circling the wagons because they know MIT Media Lab and Harvard, the head of the snake, just like Marie Antoinette, goes to Stanford on Friday the 13th, the 26th of February, and hands over fucking the internet to Homeland Security with an executive order, illegal act. Look it up. So, a lot of information here. Stay tuned. We fight on to the death. Stay tuned.